What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Come On HQ. I'm out here at the HQ property today. I've already came out here this morning and dropped off the trailer. Got the truck back there tucked in the back right there. I believe that it is finally dry enough that me and Taxi and the box blade can get out here and take care of some of these ruts before the rain comes back this weekend. So it's still a little wet in a couple areas, so hopefully I'll be able to kind of get it leveled out a little bit so the water doesn't just stay in the ruts and it takes forever for it to dry out here, because spring is almost here. As you can see, all the beautiful trees are blooming here on Come On HQ, and I want it to get ready for grass. You can already see some green back there starting to pop up. So I want to get it leveled out before the grass takes root. And today's the day to do it. I brought the trailer out because as soon as I box blade this property, I'm going to take Taxi up to Come On Mountain, because there's also a lot to get done there too for spring, to get ready to put some more seed down out there where the does are cleared, and also the roads are in bad shape. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get Taxi fired up and see if we can't level this out and help this water flow situation that we've been dealing with this wet winter. All right, let's fire up Taxi. All right, put the key in it. We'll go ahead and check the fuel in it. Use my fancy fuel gauge here. Ooh, she's low. Luckily, I got a can of diesel over there. All right, that's a little better. You don't want to run a diesel out of diesel.
Up on Common Mountain, where the air is fresh and clear, David's working hard each day, but he always shows he cares. With Mountain Magazine in his view, stretching far and wide, he's got his faithful tractor Uber always by his side. Midnight's on the prowl, that cat's the boss, supervisor of the land. She never takes a loss. David on Common Mountain, with the mountain in his sight, he's got kindness in his heart and hands that work all night. With his goats, his rabbits, and chickens so sweet, he's a man of the land, life's rhythm so complete. David on Common Mountain with the view so grand. And now he's building that tiny house on the flatlands. He's the man with the plan. He clips the guard dog watching over the goats. And Dom, he's working every day, life's never too hard. David on Common Mountain with the mountain in his sight. He's got kindness in his heart and hands that work all night. With his goats, his rabbits, and chickens so sweet. He's a man of the land, life's rhythm so complete. David on Common Mountain with the mountain in his sight. He's got kindness in his heart and hands that work all night. With his goats, his rabbits, and chickens so sweet.
Well, it was all going good until it wasn't. I just buried the tractor. I'm gonna try to dig it out. It fell down in that hole that the trash truck got stuck in, and the box blade dug into the back, and that's what's keeping it from coming out. The other side is trying to pull, but the box blade's stuck in the ground and won't dig up, so I'm gonna try to dig it out a little bit, see if I can get the box blade to come up some. Yep, she's buried. Well, I had to go next door and get a driver for old taxi here, because Bertha's broke down, as I was showing y'all earlier. It's just digging right there where I just need to get it up on the hill enough that box plate to lift itself up. Should be good to go. So we're going to try to use the truck. I was trying to avoid it because she ain't cheap, but it is what it is. Let's get some chains hooked up and we'll get this thing out. Sit there.
Yeah. See, that's why I got to bring tow truck over here. The tow truck wouldn't have been like that. Tow truck wouldn't have got stuck like that. Bertha, that's another story now. But Bertha is broke down right now. The coolant line came off the transmission, blew out right by the transmission. And I knew it was happening, but it's all good. So I'm still waiting on John Deere to call me back and let me know what line it is I got to replace. So he said he was going to get back to me, but he was real busy yesterday, and so we'll see. So anyway, let's get back to this. Gotta get more bullets.
Yep, time to go to work. All right, guys, I decided to go ahead and get 5 more gallons of diesel while I was already in the truck. Don't want to run a diesel out of diesel because it turns into a nightmare. Let me get this filled up. I think I'm going to leave this section alone for right now. I've got over here pretty decent, so I'll run over here a little bit more. A little bit in that section. I'm going to save that hole for the last just in case I get stuck again. But we're going to go to the big open area and do some work out there as well. that was a lot, guys. Sorry for all the time lapses today. It's been very, very windy today. And I wanted to get a lot of this done today, so didn't move the cameras a ton. But we are just about ready for grass here on Come On HQ. This front section here, got it all leveled out. All the ruts where the garbage truck got stuck and I got stuck earlier on lift, got all that worked out. In front of the shop and over here where we had all the ruts for working on this house right here, got most of those done as well. And this big section back here where the tiny house slash office is gonna go looks really, really good. I got a lot of that weeds and stuff like that up, got it down to pretty much bare dirt, got it leveled out quite a bit. Still got a little bit more to go. There's a couple of roots that's still sticking up here and there, but for the most part got it. All of that is that kind of stuff right there that was covered this whole area right here. But now that I got all of that scraped and cleaned off and leveled, grass should be able to start growing here really, really good. Whew, but I think that's going to be about it today. I will bring y'all back tomorrow. We're going to come back out here, got a little bit more stuff to do, and I'm going to take taxi up to Come On Mountain for another big project that's about to take place up there. So I'll see y'all in the morning. All right, guys, we made it back to Come On Mountain. It's the next morning. Say good morning. All right, we got taxi back on the mountain now. Now we need to go ahead and get her unloaded, get the ramps off. It's about a day later. My niece showed up. Had to pick her up from the airport yesterday. She is hanging out. We'll see her here in a minute. But Come On HQ turned out amazing. And now it is time to do the same thing out here on Come On Mountain and fix the driveway up there where we took out that big, big dead pine tree and got stuck in the yard over there. And taxi is going to be a key to making that happen. So let's go ahead and get it unloaded and get it off the truck. All right, guys, taxi is on the scene and ready to go. I can't wait to get started out here. We're also going to clear out that whole area right there and get ready for a greenhouse that's on the way. Sneak in here and say hi.
Hi.
She blowing her nose. Busted in the act, guys. Busted her. So, as I was saying, picked my niece up yesterday from the airport.
Guys.
She's here to visit. That's SKW Lifts. Go check her out. But we got another busy day, guys, so make sure that you hit the notification bell and all of that good stuff. Subscribe and all that. Make sure you like this video. We got a whole lot more coming up here on Come On Homestead.
In the background.
In the background, making it happen. All right, guys, until we see each other again, come on, let's go on another adventure.